Yo, bless up. Natural vibes. I want you guys to listen to this interview from this brother. Marcus Garvey said, what man has done, man can also do. And the amazing activity that this brother has accomplished just by changing his mindset. Again, emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, change the way that we think in order for us to move forward. And I'm telling you, you will be amazed by this interview. Run it. Natural vibes. 876 connection. Up top. So, yes, welcome everybody to another 876 connection, Jamaican connection. This is Natural Vibes, aka Raman, or the other way around, Raman, aka Natural Vibes, depends on how you see me on a day. So, blessings today, blessings, you know. I have a brethren inside today with me, brother. Definitely had to call into this man and ask him for an interview, you know. So, brother, I want you to introduce yourself, King Man, you know.
First of all, Mr. Ramon, thanks for the interview. Grateful for being on the show. Yeah, wanna know me? I'm Gayon. We know Ramon through various links. So I'm here to go through the interview and hopefully everything all right.
Yes. So Gayan, again, it's a blessings, you know. And the funny thing is that we know each other, as I said, through various links. And one of the links is that we came upon we worked together for a little bit, right? I didn't know the level of a man that you were up until I'd say over this COVID period. And let me set the scene on that level. Is what I'm trying to say is this. For me, I believe in fitness, and likewise yourself, because the job that we do, we have to be fit. You understand?
Yeah, definitely.
So when I over this Corona COVID period, I realized that the only time that I can get to go out and do anything, I would just go out and do my little exercise, which is I do 4 or 5 runs per week, and it's averaging on a base of about 8 to 9 miles, depends on the day and the times and the small challenge that I'm doing. Now, one day you looked at my my WhatsApp, because every time I do a run, I put it up on my WhatsApp status. And one day you messaged me and said, like you're a bit shocked at what I'm doing.
Speed.
The speed, so the pace. I was like, what you doing, man? I'm like, nah, this is okay for me. This is this is my pace. So you were a bit shocked at what I was doing. So nothing on there. I don't think that I'm that fast. So I just think that, but everything is in perspective, correct?
Definitely.
So when I realized now, I went back and I looked on your status, because people just looking and browsing. And when I looked on your status, I saw about 27 plus miles. So my instant message back to you was this on a bike? You remember?
Yeah. Quite a few people asked me that as well, to be honest.
Because you know me as a runner. I don't know you as a runner.
No, I mean,
so when I
saw, put it that way, if you run that long, if you want, you can put it that way. If you look for a natural long distance runner, slender, and go through them thing like that. So
again,
yeah, you're.
Do you understand? So it's not natural runner. People say natural runner, but I don't believe in natural runner. I think it's something that you build. You understand me? Because before I wasn't a natural runner. I just built it up over the years, and people go, "Oh, you're a natural runner," and it's something that just fall into place on that levels. But you have done something, brother, where I went, huh? Yeah, I went, what? Because at the time when I saw what you were doing, you went 27 miles, and I looked over on it and said, "You're on a bike," and you said, "No, you're training for a challenge." And you were at my speed and I was at your distance doing a marathon for training for something else. Now, please explain what that something else is, brother, please. May I ask you?
Well, first of all, back to the point earlier on, you said, you train a body for a period of time, becomes a runner. Anyone can become a runner and stuff like that. It depends on where. The pace, me always, pace is never my thing, to be honest. Can always got a decent pace when we run and stuff like that. But for run over a period of time, you put your mind to it, you can do it. Back to your question. You say, well, actually, when we do the running for, to be honest, it was for a fundraiser charity. Fundraiser charity, which me and a few friends literally started a few months back.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
So by right.
You and few friends?
Yeah.
So it's not just yourself?
No.
Okay.
The few friends are ex-military.
Okay.
And ex-military, people in the army as well. And me, I the only serving member. We recently have a new member who's also in the military as well.
Right.
So comes around 6 of us now, to be honest.
Okay, so it's growing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, good.
And as a new charity itself, we're young into this, so we always look for expand and also get people to join the team in various aspects, where we actually need them for doing stuff like that.
Okay.
So we decided to start. It's our charity. We decided to start the first fundraising event. Hence why the few weeks training I had to run a 61 mile.
Hold on. So, so hold on. You and so 4 of you guys.
Yeah, 4 of us.
You are currently serving, correct?
Yeah, I am.
And then 3 ex-military.
Yeah.
Came together and said you want to start a charity.
Yeah.
Right? And then you put that together, came together, you registered that charity and said you want to put something forward. So before we move from where you are and what is the charity in itself in aid of?
So the charity, as you see it called, Adaptandovercome. And I'll tell you why we come up with that name, yeah. And it's for mental health. And it's for military, ex-military, and also emergency service. For emergency service, fire, police, ambulance service, and mountain rescue. And why Adapt and Overcome? And if you know anyone that's suffer from mental health, or I would like to use the word suffer, but struggles with mental health.
Struggles with mental health, yeah.
Struggle with mental health, yeah. Every struggles, every struggles are different basically, and one go through their own stuff, in their own time, how they deal with stuff, and Adapt and Overcome. I think it suit the charity we're trying to achieve, because people with suffer mental health literally have to go through a lot of hurdles, a lot of struggles, and if they can adapt to the situation, it will give them much chance, to overcome
it.
Yeah.
So again, because as I said, these things is what I'm really looking at, because then the 4 of you come together. 1 still serving, 3 not serving. You understand? And said you need to come together to do a charity for mental health. And with that in mind, you guys came up with this name, Adapt and Overcome, recognizing that this charity can do much good for not just military and ex-military, but for the 4 services also, the other services, which is the police, the fire service, military, and
Yeah.
So all 4 of you come together, and you decided, instead of going around and asking for donations and asking people to raise funds for you. You went out and start the first one first, which is to run 61 miles. That is just over 100 Ks. Okay, right.
Yeah.
So now I should say this, it's already been done.
Yeah, it's already been done, you know. As
Yeah.
you know, this up in a while, but
Yeah.
you know,
But
stuff
it's
like
still
that.
an art to me, because I'm saying this for you to not be a distance runner, and for you to come together with 3 other person and says, we want to do this, see the need to do this.
Definitely.
That is the thing, you know, that really get to me when you told me this before. I'm like, dude, I really need to talk to you. As much as we spoke before, I need to put this out there. So why not? My question is, why not feed the poor? Why not cancer? Why not helping for the environment? Why mental health?
Okay, if we can look at it, you know, we sort of break it down. If you look at there's a lot of charities out there,
Yeah.
And first of all, why there's a lot of charities out there, and there's quite a lot of mental health charity as well.
Yeah, true.
You know, joining my knowledge of mental health over the years never literally you know, it was limited. Yeah. Joining the army, you know, after a few years, I realized the mental health issue. You know, started from PTSD.
PTSD, yeah. Post-traumatic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I realized I don't think a lot of people looked at it. Even the government themselves, I don't think understood it for a number of years.
Yes.
You know, from going back from Iraq, as I can recall it, maybe longer than that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people struggle with that. Yeah. And being a part of the military itself. Yeah. I said, you know, this must be something I can do. You know, I had a close friend as well who struggled with it, really close.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of time I wish, I could help him, but you know, I try to help him as much as possible, you know. But if you look at it, word I look for,
You didn't know enough to help.
Qualify. I mean, have the qualification,
Mm-hmm.
for give him as much support, or I can give him support, you know, on a civilian perspective, meaning recreational, you know, going out and stuff like that, and just be for him. But medical support, you know, I can't do that. So
this sounds like this is something that's close to you, and it's the reason why you've really put this out there, because in a sense of what you've just touched on there is that you have a friend that's suffered with suffering or suffered with mental health.
To deliver this message in a very profound way. You see, Diamond have a radio program named Mood Swing every Thursday in the evening. Make sure, say, you log on, you know, because you see Mood Swing. You say if your mood never right, it will go swing it right in the right direction. So Mood Swing with Diamond, make sure so you check in. Get the other info right, yes or no. Seeing richest.
So 61 miles. What did you do that morning? So when was this? Actually?
So first of all, you know, why 61 miles?
Yes, please. Yeah. Thank you.
Why is 61 miles? We when we decide for actually you know, create a fundraiser event, you know, we had about 7 weeks, and we said we want to do something sharp, you know, quick, and we decide, you know, it's 7 service, you know, the tri service, the Army,
Navy, Air
Force. So we decided to do a marathon for each. Yeah.
Okay.
So when we decided to do a marathon for each, one of the team members said, "Listen, I'm not in no way, shape, or form to do any running. Since I live in the military, the only thing I run is literally a bath. I don't do any running at all." Yeah. So
hold on. 7 marathons.
Yeah.
4 of you guys come together to run 7 marathons. So 1 marathon for each service.
Yeah. So the
4 of
7
the
marathon.
civil service and 3 of the services for the armed forces. Yes.
Yeah. So the 7 marathon did I divide by how many of us will do it, yeah.
Yeah.
So the 7 marathon, because there's only three of us that doing the running.
Right.
7 marathon divided by 3. That's why I get 61.13 if you want to go.
61.13. Let me write that one down.
No short change. Yeah. So 61.13. And at first, I was hesitant. I was like, to use 7 weeks to prepare for that, that's insane. That's insane, I spend most of the time talking to myself like,
yes,
listen, I ain't doing this.
Yes.
We need something else. So this is 61 miles. My average run normally, maybe do a 5 and 6 miles, maybe twice a week or stuff like that.
That's you pushing it, right?
Yeah, keep me take over. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do an assessment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up, and I run the first run. I think it was I did about 12 miles. I was like, there's no way I can do 1 mile.
Wow.
When I did 12 miles, I was like, nah, obviously you run for that long. I was running slow because I'm not used to running for a long while, to be honest. So your body and everything start to ache. And then we decide, listen, 61 miles now, go away.
Yes.
Yeah. I may have very little time to do it.
Because you already agree on it, right?
Yeah, I already agree with it. I'm gonna start raise money for it.
Yes.
I'm gonna start raise money. I will do it. So, I switch my
mentality
switch over that and said my mentality and said, okay, we need to get this done.
Yes.
And I will get it. And that's where, your mental strength kick in.
Yeah, there you go, bro. There you go.
Yeah, that's where literally, apart from, yes, people said, you have to actually be so fit to run that, yeah.
No.
Average fit enough to run maybe 5 or 10 miles or
yes.
10 or 11 miles. Yeah. The rest side can build up easily.
Yes.
That's your mindset. Just tell them to keep going. Obviously, if you injure that body, you can't go. That's different. Yeah.
So hold on before we move from here, because you're using the thinking that we're using. This is what I'm trying to say, You're doing mental health charity.
Yeah.
And what you had to do was play with your mental health. You have to think about what's going on in your head. You have to go inside that same place that you're running this charity for.
Yeah.
And work it out in order to do this.
Definitely.
Do you understand? I see where you're coming from. So this is exactly where, because you could have easily gone, no, I'm not doing it. As much as you agree on it, who could really stop you on that day to say, yo, I'm not doing it? Because you're not. This body ain't doing 61 miles.
If one thing goes.
The driver inside from before. So I think I spoke to a friend about this. I said, you could have a high performance car sat outside. If the driver do not know how to drive this car, it's going no place.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how much you pay for it and how the car look good and how it's emerald and it's shined and it's waxed. If the driver inside, which is your mind at this moment, is not good inside, there is no way that car is going anywhere. And equally, you could have a car outside that the tire is on and low, the engine is kind of not going all that good, but the driver inside decide that it needs to go places, and no matter what, even if I have to stop on the way, I will take this car to the destination.
See that?
So it doesn't matter about how the car look.
It's just, it's just what you put your mind to be honest.
It's about the driver inside. So this is what we need to do, is look at the driver, and that's where you went. You switch the driver inside your car. That's what you did, didn't you?
Definitely. I said, yo,
carry on.
Yeah. So the me do, as you can see from my previous WhatsApp status,
Yes.
Done quite a few long run. And ideally, because when you run that long, you have to give your body time to recover.
Yes.
That's what we never have. Me never have as much time as I want to recover when we do the train. So, if me do one long run a week, if me do like 127 mile or stuff like that, want give my body even a week to recover from that.
Yes.
That long, or do a small run in between.
Yes.
But time was of essence, to be honest.
Yes.
Me really have the time. Yeah. So it's most like was a fast track training, method.
Yes.
Me take on. So the ideally, me don't want to even complete my training. During my training, at least a 40-mile run. Yeah,
yes.
me never have that.
Yes.
So when me start run now, as we said, the longest training me do is just 27 miles, the 20s, the 20s.
Yeah, I saw it. Because once you told me about it, I start looking at your WhatsApps, bro. I was like,
that become the norm, yeah. So, setting off on the day.
Yes.
Well, I would say, early morning,
Yes.
12 o'clock.
With not much support, I should add.
No. So what I actually did, to be honest, obviously you run that long distance, you have your marathon pack where you're running, with your water, electrolytes.
Yes.
Stuff to keep you going. Phone charger, battery charger.
Yes.
Yeah, every little prep, and stuff like that. Yeah. We know my body capable of doing, because during that couple of hours, when people, and this is the reason why I choose to do it in London. I could do the run. I have a friend, the other guy that do it up north, and the other one I do it in Spain, doing a Spain.
Yes.
So London is always vibrant.
Yes.
You have easy access. Anything happen to ambulance service, emergency service, like that,
yes.
So, you have easy access to a lot of stuff like that. And there's always people on the road. It's like the town never. So me decide to set off that late because in the traffic avoid running through the following night.
Yes.
Start off the night, early morning, 12 o'clock, and set off, and going through, a lot of people think you better run with music. But I tell you, that period of time, through the whole run, I literally run with about maybe 2 hours worth of music.
Lonely.
Spend the time for literally reflect.
Yes.
The
reason.
A lot of the reflection in your life,
Yes.
So that really keep me going throughout the running. And once you start light, you feel much better.
Yes.
Your legs start getting, about maybe 35 mile, I can still feel myself. I'm like, literally coming to a brick wall. But a part of my running, my preparation, I literally plan to stop for at least about an hour doing that, grab something to eat, change my clothes, and change my socks. I tell you, running that long, changing massive difference, make a big difference.
Trying to change your socks after a 35.
If you ever to run that long, changing your socks, it make a massive difference. Because you run so long, your foot get hot, start get damp, a dry socks clean, you breathe alive. Yeah,
I've done marathon before, and after the marathon, I have I've suffered, and no matter what my stretch, and your body still suffer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not used to doing that. We're not high performance vehicles that's used to doing these things. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, it's covering the mileage, and you went through half the day, half the time, you did 35 miles, stop, had something to eat, charge your battery, charge your phone, recharge again. And as I said, just like with the car almost broke down, you can stop and just make the engine cool down and then come back again and say, okay, you need some more water because we're still going to the finishing line, which is 61.13. So at this moment, you're at 35 miles, so you have what? 20-something mash for push.
Yeah. So at this point, we get a phone call from a friend. Sess,
Yo,
right.
Big up Sess. Sess, bless.
Charge that, Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, leave all the way from Gloucester. Say, yo, I come clock out 20 miles here.
So hold on. So Cess, bless, respect again. Cess left from Gloucester.
Yeah.
And come down.
Drive, come along.
And run 20 miles. Is Cess a runner? Because I don't know him as a runner to that level. Is he a runner?
Cess, we run just like anybody running. As we said, mentally you put your mind to it. Yeah.
But Cess come in and go.
Yeah, so yo, join me at the 40-mile point. And then, you know, we took off. And until, you know, which was good because him, you know, him keep the pace going in front of me.
Yes.
To be honest, first set of legs, you know, so they keep me going for achieve, you know, for just keep going. So even if me a thing for log back or stuff like that,
yes,
you know, it was a good booster. But unfortunately, about 5 miles into the last 20 miles, yeah, you know, I tear my grind. I just feel a little in my grind. You know, what was that, to be honest? You know, still continue for a little bit, and then I realized it'll get worse, yeah. So that was one of the hardest bits. Literally, imagine dragging yourself for 15 miles. Yeah.
So now the car broke down completely.
Yeah. I mean, literally, I dragged myself. I tell you, you know, bicycle start look appealing to me. Skateboard, anything that's the rest. Yeah.
Why? Embarrassed bike, I look tempting. Junior, what you say? Okay, alone, give me right answer, you know. Look tempting.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, stop by, you know, painkillers.
Yes.
That still never really helped me, you know. But, you know, I managed to complete it. And, you know, it was a good feeling complete.
Yes.
Just, you know, I couldn't wait for the finish line coming long enough.
Yeah.
You know, me I feel as well. I'm like, all me I got thing. Because at that point, in your head, you start thinking, stop.
Why? Yes.
You know, yeah, you ask the question, you ask yourself, why? You know, you want to stop, you want to do something like, no, you know, I can't. You realize the pain itself, it's there, now I go nowhere, but at the same time, and nothing mentally, I think, it's not nothing I can't actually drag myself through.
Yes.
Yeah. If it was that bad as it physically, I literally can't move, you know, then obviously your safety come first.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to break your body, but that realize here a muscle and stuff like that, it will heal back. So we literally, you know, grind it out. And I tell you, Cess encouraged me a lot, man.
And with the last 5 miles, you pick up an injury.
Last 15.
Last 15 miles, you pick up an injury. So 5 miles into Cess run with you.
Yeah.
You pick up an injury. And for the next 15 miles, you run with this injury. Because you need to get to that end point.
So, you know, so the injury me pick up, run or drag myself around for 15 miles of that. It's not the easiest thing.
Amazing. Brother, amazing. Listen. When you told me you were going to do this run, I wanted to speak to you before.
Yeah, remember that.
But again, situation came up where we couldn't. And then seeing that you've done this run and the story that you've brought after the run and what happened on the journey, on the run, I don't know. It is one of these greatest adapt and overcome, brother. I'm not telling a lie. I'm not saying it's
you know, the injury itself.
The injury itself is a different thing again. And that's what I'm saying. But in this, there is so much in it that amazes me. You know, not just that you and your friends them come together to create this charity. Not just you guys wanted to support for mental health. Not just the process of removing your everyday self mentally to take on this challenge, to put in someone else, another driver inside of your car, adjust your mind to do this. You understand? Not just the process of evening on the morning itself to do it. You're still looking at the distance in front of you. Not only that, but on the run itself, another brother jumping to help you.
Yeah,
not just that, but also 15 miles leave. you pick up an injury, and then you still, in that moment and in that time, look to yourself and said, I'm getting to the end of this 61.13. Me keep on putting it. I don't even want to take. You sure? You sure no other digit behind that? Because I think you need to measure it down to the fifth. You know, about 5 digits behind the decimal point. I think that's what you want, right? So what I'm saying is this, bro. All of this is just amazing. I'm not saying, I know you for that time. Me see you, I would never see you as I said overall. I wouldn't see you as a distance runner. Of course, clock on, because not everybody like the distance running.
Of course, me don't see myself as that neither.
But
you know,
but now you do.
well, you know, funny enough, when we brought up the idea of work, everybody think we're crazy. Like, nah.
Like, stop there. There is a thin line. They don't call it. See, there's a thin line between genius
yeah.
and craziness.
Everybody say, no, 60. Oh, how long you had a couple of days, like the one go, like, I say, yeah, one go, I do it one day. And I was like, no. And I remember, you know, my boss, you know, bring up the idea to my, you know, I tell my boss, you know, military, a few bosses. I mean, yes. I tell them, I was like, no,
you ain't doing that.
Until when it actually come down to nitty-gritty, they realize, all right, this
He's
definitely like happen.
Yes,
this like happen, you know. And you know, it happened. I don't want to tell you, it's just like we could have come up with a better name, because the injury itself, when you know, when we have got through it, you know, just the name charity, are running a
and
you
over.
see it?
That's what I'm saying.
It couldn't work out no better, my brother. Couldn't work out no better.
So listen, bro. Me just want, so the charity Adapt and Overcome. I don't know. I really need this story to go out there, you know, and I really need people, no matter where you are in the world, UK wise, you know, support this charity, please. 61.13, you know what I'm saying? It's no, if you can't do 26 miles, try 61.13. I'll tell you that. Okay. So with my brother here, can you tell us how we can support, or we can?
Yeah. So let me give you a quick before the time run out. You know, the charity itself, as I said, as you mentioned, Natural Vibes is mental health, and what we actually try to do here, the service we are trying to provide, is for people with mental health. We need to provide. We are trying to provide a service through sports and recreation, because, as you know, a lot of people, you know, who maybe struggle with that. Sometimes a bit of sports, AT, adventure training, who don't know what it is, something fun, you know, will get them away from whatever situation they might go through, and you know, building and stuff like that. So that's the route. Cause you have other mental health charity out there, provider. So that's the route where we are trying. We are trying, and hope to achieve. Yeah. Obviously, the charity is still young.
Yes.
You know, so want to donate, you can always donate whenever, anytime. Adaptandovercome.co.uk. Scroll on to the bottom of the page, and you can click the donate button. You know, can have a read about the bio, see what we are trying to achieve and where we're at. The next thing we need to say, Natural Vibes. The next sort of challenge where we are think of doing, corporate funding, is to row from Barcelona to Sicily in 5 days, the Mediterranean Sea. That's our next challenge we are thinking for sometime next year. Yeah? It's early, but that's what we are trying to achieve at the moment.
Row from Barcelona to Sicily.
Sicily within 5 days, 5 nights.
From Spain to Italy.
Yeah.
In 5 days.
Yeah.
Boy, we need to change that car, brother. We need to change the driver. So we need to make sure so the person who is inside of the car in this boat can swim.
Yeah. So that's the challenge we are looking for go at the moment. You know, it's still we only do that provide with corporate funding. We already have companies that are looking to you know, to donate to help with to and actually sponsor and stuff like that. So that's just the early phase. You know, there's nothing concrete at the moment. So,
amazing. So friends, family, blessings all. Adapt and overcome.co.
.uk.
So visit the site, read up the bio, help out. They want to help mental health through sports. And if anything, this man here and the other guys, can you please, do you mind calling the others?
No.
Yeah.
No, we have Aaron Walker, John Coach, and then we have Craig Yarrow, and then we have Ryan Sessin on the team now. So yeah. So I'm me, Gayon Thompson. So just go up on the site, you can have a look. Ask if you have any question, you can contact us on this, and that's where it is.
So Adapt and Overcome. Currently,
Yeah, man.
6 members.co.uk, adaptandovercome.co.uk. Hit them up, look it up, join. They're looking to help out mental health through sports. And these guys they're not just asking, they're doing. So again, please, yeah.
Literally.
There is Gayon, trust me, an inspiration, and he's continuing to be an inspiration to all of us. So blessings again, brother, to all of the members, to all of the team. And next time again, the rowing. Wow, I'm looking forward to that one.
Well, time come with
Let's see. Okay, so blessings again, brother. You don't know. Here we go. So bless up. Another one. 876 connection, Jamaican connection. Just hit the like button. You don't know. Share and subscribe. Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't know. Bless up. Enough love.
Thank you for having me on the channel, my brother. People as the man like, share, and subscribes. All right.
Up top. Natural vibes. One.
Cool.
Up top.
Yeah, halfway point. See that? Still going, my brother. Still going. I'm gonna reach the earth stage yet still. But yeah, now come on to that. But yeah, man, still a bimble along, brother.